Hello everyone, I am going to explain question number 18 from exercise 4.1, and this question belongs from 11th class maths. So in this question a mathematical statement is given to us, and with the help of principle of mathematical induction we have to prove that this mathematical statement is true for all the natural numbers. So the principle of mathematical induction mainly completed in 3 steps. The first step, firstly we are going to assume the mathematical statement as Pn statement, and after that in step 1 we have to prove that the given mathematical statement is true for n equal to 1, and if we are able to complete the first step then we move to the second step, and in second step for n equal to k we are going to prove that Pk statement is true, and in third step, so here we not have to prove anything, simply we have to assume that for n equal to k the statement Pk is true, and in third step with the help of Pk statement we have to bring Pk plus 1 statement is true. So we will start it. So this question is very different from the remaining questions of the exercise, because in remaining questions till up to 17th question equal to symbol is in middle, but here we are getting a inequation because it's a symbol less than or greater than, like this we are going to get now onwards. So this question is different from the remaining questions. So I am going to explain it. Firstly we have to assume the given statement as Pn, so we will write here, let Pn be the given statement. So that is, whatever be the statement we will write here, it is 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus, and it will move up to n, and less than 1 upon 8 multiplied by 2n plus 1 whole square. Now we are going to prove the step 1. So in step 1 for n equal to 1 we have to prove. So we write here, we note that P1. Now I am writing the P1 statement. So left side and right side both we have to write down. Here we not have to solve the left hand side and right hand side separately because it's an inequation. So both sides together you just solve like this. So from the left side only first term we have to write here, and here instead of n in the right side we have to put here 1. So we are going to get like this. P1 statement is going to be 1 less than 1 upon 8, 2 multiplied by 1 plus 1 whole square. Now we have to solve it. So we will get here 1 less than 1 upon 8. It's 2 1 ja 2 plus 1 is 3 square. So we will get it further 9 upon 8. So now we will convert into the decimal to check whether really 1 is less than 9 upon 8 or not. So when we will divide it, we will get here 1.125, and so this statement is true. So what we have done here, in your Pn statement, if you are going to write here 1, then only first term you have to set from this side, and here instead of n you have to write down 1, and then solve it and check whether the statement is actually true or not. So we will find that 1 is less than 1.125. So we will write down. So for n equal to 1 it's true. So we will write down here, which is true, thus Pn is true for n equal to 1. Now we have to prove the step second. So in step second for n equal to k we have to assume that the statement is true. So we will write here step second. So instead of checking, nothing is there to prove, only we have to assume. So we'll write here, assume that Pk is true for n equal to k where k is any positive number. So we'll write down, that is, now we have to write down the Pk statement. So wherever n is there in your question, replace it by k. So we'll get here 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus it's extended up to k less than 1 upon 8 bracket 2k plus 1 whole square. So this step is assumption, we not have to prove anything. Now step third. In step third we have to prove that Pk plus 1 statement is true. So we'll write here step third. We shall now prove that Pk plus 1 statement, Pk plus 1 is true whenever Pk is true. So now first we will have to write down this Pk statement, and after writing this Pk statement, to convert into the k plus 1 statement, we'll here extra term will add because it's Pk statement. So here we have k, that time it is also ending by k. So if you want here k plus 1, then the term should end by k plus 1. So first we'll write down this inequation here, and after writing this inequation, in both the sides we are going to add k plus 1. So we are going to get like this. From Pk we have 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus k less than 1 upon 8 2k plus 1 whole square. So this statement is already available to us. Now we have to convert it into the Pk plus 1 statement. So we are going to add in both the sides k plus 1. So we will write here on adding k plus 1 in both the sides. So when we do this, we will get here on adding k plus 1 in both sides, we get, so first we'll write here 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus extended up to k, and then here additional term, that is k plus 1 less than 1 upon 8 bracket 2k plus 1 square and then plus k plus 1. So here this equation is true, we assumed. So in this equation, if you same thing you are going to add in both the sides, it's not going to affect, the inequation is not going to affect, its remain is going to be less than only. Now, so this statement is converted to Pk plus 1. So we'll write here P bracket k plus 1. So this is Pk plus 1 statement. Now the right hand side we have to, so this right hand side we have to solve further. First I am going to open this bracket by a plus b whole square, and then we'll take the, and so it's here k plus 1. So only the right side we are going to solve. So when we'll take the LCM is going to be here 8, and here same bracket will come. So I am going to open it by a plus b whole square. So we'll get here 4 k square, that is a square plus b square, that is 1 plus 2ab. 2ab means 2 multiplied by 2k and then multiplied by 1. So I opened here the bracket with the help of a square plus b square plus 2ab, then plus 8 multiplied by k plus 1. So students, I hope it's clear to you. To take the LCM, we have to take the LCM of 8 and 1. 8 and 1 LCM is 8, and since the denominator is 8, so we'll get the same bracket here. That bracket I opened by a square plus b square plus 2ab, and here since denominator is 1, so when we divide the LCM by 1, we will get here 8. So 8 and this bracket. Now in next step we have to open this bracket, and this also we have to multiply. So further calculation is going to be like this. 8 as it is, then 4k square plus 1 plus 4k plus 8k plus 8. Now less than, further we have to simplify it. So 4k square plus 12k plus 9 upon 8. Now here this numerator we can write in the form of 8. So this is we can write in the form of 2k square plus, first I am writing this 9 as 3 square, then it's going to be 2 multiplied by 2k then multiplied by 3. So just see what I had done here. This 4k square I wrote as 2k square. This 12 I wrote as 2 multiplied by 2k multiplied by 3, because 2 2s are 4, 4 3s are 12. So we are going to get here 12k. So initially we had 12k and here also we have 12k. So 12k I wrote in some other way, and 9 I wrote as 3 square. So students, a square plus b square and then plus 2ab. So it is the form of a plus b whole square. So we are going to write it as, in next step I am going to use the formula, that is 8 2k plus 3 whole square, and since I used here a square plus 2ab plus b square is equal to a plus b whole square formula, so I am writing in the reason so that you can understand why I wrote this. Now further we have to change the right hand side. This I am going to write as 2k plus 3, I am going to write as 2 plus 1 square divided by 8. And so what I have done here, this 3 I wrote as 2 plus 1. Now why I wrote, I will tell you now, just now, for a minute. Let me solve one more step then. Now first I am, small bracket I change by big bracket, 2 I am taking common, so we will get here k plus 1 big bracket close whole square divided by 8. Now what I had done is, from this 2k and 2 I took 2 common, so I remain with here k and here plus 1 and this plus 1 as it is, 1 I forgot, sorry. So plus 1 as it is and divided by 8. Now why we have done this, student? Because you just see the PN's right hand side. In right hand side you have 1 upon 8 2n plus 1 whole square. So that you have, so if you have here n, that time here also you have n. So if we are going to replace here n by k plus 1, then here also what should come? K plus 1. Means for p k plus 1, the right hand side should be 1 upon 8, then 2 bracket k plus 1 whole square. Means this n we have to replace by k plus 1, and this plus 1 as it is and 1 upon 8 as it is. So it is in the same format. So to convert the right hand side in the same format, first I just open the brackets and then I converted the numerator in the form of a plus b whole square, and then further 3 we split it as 2 plus 1 so that we can take 2 common and we can bring anyhow here in the bracket k plus 1. So what we found is that pk plus 1's right hand side successfully we had converted in the same format of pn's right hand side. That's why pk plus 1 statement is true when pk statement is true. So that conclusory statements we have to write down now. So this is only to make you explain this box, not have to write in the solution. So we write here, thus pk plus 1 is true whenever pk is true. So we'll conclude the last line. Hence, by principle of mathematical induction, Pn statement is true for all natural numbers. So I hope this question is clear to you. So this question is different from others because here the mathematical statement is in the form of inequation, because in middle we have less than symbol and in remaining questions we had the equal to symbol. So this question is different from others, but the steps are remain same. Firstly, we have to prove for n equal to 1. In second step, we have to assume that the pk statement is true. And in third step, we have to bring pk plus 1 statement is true whenever pk is true. So same format. So I hope this question is clear to you. Further, if you have any doubt, you can write in the comments so that I can clear out your doubts. Thank you.